Welcome to the Colorado Virtual College Fair. Thank you for joining us. A few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see you or hear you. This is just one of the many different sessions happening, so be sure to sign up for additional sessions. This presentation is being recorded and will be available within about a week at the same website where you registered. And now, I would like to turn it over to our colleague at the New Mexico State University. Jackie, can you unmute yourself?
Okay, so my name's Jackie Kennedy and I'm with New Mexico State University, and I am the admissions advisor that works with the students that are from Colorado. And just a little bit about New Mexico State University. So we were founded in 1888 and we are the second largest four-year institution in the state of New Mexico. On campus, we're considered a medium size with 14,000 students, though we're able to keep our class sizes small with an average class size of 27. We are located in southern New Mexico, which is in Las Cruces. And so depending on where you're coming from, a direct flight from Denver to El Paso is the quickest way to access us. And so we are definitely a school that is close by for you. In terms of programs, so we have over 100 different programs, and today there would not be enough time for me to go through each of them, but some notable alumni from New Mexico State University is the CEO of Starbucks, Kevin Johnson. We have the co-founder of Pixar, Alvy Ray Smith. The deputy director of the FBI, David Bowditch, is also a New Mexico State University graduate. And if you're looking to follow a recent graduate, you can follow NBC News on Snapchat and you'll find Gotti Schwartz. So just to name a few people and a few accomplishments that we pride ourselves in having. And then in terms of admission for New Mexico State University, so we have a rolling admission process, but we do encourage students that are from the state of Colorado to apply by December 1st, because we do have some scholarship opportunities for you. So our admission requirements will review on one of the three things that are listed here. So that's a 2.75 cumulative GPA, or a student can score an ACT of a 21 or an SAT of a 1060, or they can graduate in the top 20% of their class. Now for New Mexico State for this class, so fall of 2021, we are waiving the test score requirement. So if you don't have the opportunity to test, but you meet our GPA requirement, then you'll be admissible. I am still encouraging students to test though, since you are early in exploring your college options. Now for out-of-state discounts, a lot of Colorado residents don't realize that New Mexico State University has a Colorado-Arizona discount. And with that number that you see there on the screen, it will discount you to in-state tuition. So we don't have a limited number of these, just if you apply and you're from the state of Colorado, you'll be assessed the in-state tuition. In terms of scholarships, we are offering these three scholarships to the class of 2021. So if you apply and you have a 3.4 GPA or better, you'll receive one of these three scholarships here. One of the great things about these scholarships is that they do stack on top of any other scholarships that you might have at the institution or that you bring in from the outside. And just again to note, the first two there, Hadley Honors and Crimson Success, they do have a December 1st deadline to be admitted. So if you're thinking about NMSU, apply before December 1st. And then another option for scholarships that we have at New Mexico State is we have our Scholar Dollars application, when you can share more about us than just your GPA. So tell us about your aspirations, your goals, what you're involved in currently, whether it's a high school sport or it's band, or maybe you're really involved in a philanthropic organization. We want to hear about it because we may have some additional scholarship money for you. In terms of cost here, so you can see from the direct cost at the top, this is what would be assessed on your bill. So that's tuition and fees, your residence hall, and your dining membership. And while the out-of-state category is significant, keep in mind that the Colorado residents do have the in-state tuition rate. So you're looking at the in-state boxes when you are making your assessment for cost. And in closing here, I just wanted to leave you all with a checklist of things to do if you're thinking about becoming an Aggie. So as long as you move through these 8 steps here, then you'll have done everything that you need to do to become an Aggie. So I'm happy to work with each of you that will be attending this today. And so if you do apply to New Mexico State by November 1st, it will be free. So again, I encourage you to use this time to get your applications done and submitted to us so that it's free and you can be considered for the scholarships that are awarded on December 1st. And in closing, this is my contact information. So I would absolutely love to set up some time to meet with you. So you can contact me by email and we can make time to do a phone call, or we can even do a video chat. And in terms of visiting campus, we are hosting our open house session this year on October 17th and November 14th. And that event is called Aggie Experience. So thank you so much for your time, and go Aggies.
Great, thank you. The next presenter is New Mexico Tech.
Hi everyone, my name is Hillary Panetta. I am the Associate Director of Admission for New Mexico Tech. New Mexico Tech is a small science, engineering, and research university. We're located in Socorro, which is only an hour south of Albuquerque, so an easy flight into Albuquerque and an hour drive, or it's about a 7-hour drive from Denver, right down I-25. We are very proud of our rankings at New Mexico Tech. These are just a list of a few that we recently got. So we're ranked #1 for top public university in New Mexico, #4 for best Hispanic serving university in America, #5 for top public college, #1 for materials and mechanical engineering, and we're always ranked in the top 1% for best value for our engineering and science programs. Our admission requirements, we do require a 2.5 GPA, a 21 on the ACT, or a 1070 on the SAT. We also honor dual credit, AP credit, and IB credit. So if you're taking any dual credit right now or have any AP credit, please let me know, talk to me, and we can tell you what's going to directly transfer over to New Mexico Tech. We are a small university, so student population is a little under 1,900 students. Undergraduate, it's a little over 1,400, and graduate students is a little under 500 students. Student faculty ratio is 12:1, so you really get to know your peers in your department, as well as your professors will know you on a first name basis. 99% of our full-time faculty do have their PhD, so they're really well educated. Your average class size will be 25 students, and that's basically your freshman classes. When you get into some specific departmental classes, say as materials engineering, you could only have 4 students in your department. So largest class size is about 60 students, and that is freshman chemistry. A lot of our students are testing out of freshman chemistry with dual credit and AP credit. And your smallest class size will be 1, and that's doing an independent study with a professor. So any type of research opportunities at New Mexico Tech are abundant. You can get a jump start into research as early as your freshman year. An average lab class size is about 12 students. These are all of our engineering programs. All of our engineering programs are very hands-on. They compete in a lot of engineering design team competitions. Here are a few pictures. We also have an accelerated program. So if you're interested in getting your bachelor's and master's degree together in 5 years, we definitely have some options for that. And those are indicated by the asterisk. Our biggest departments on campus are mechanical engineering, computer science, and electrical engineering. Here are all of our arts and sciences programs. Our biomedical program is actually really booming right now. It's one of our newest and kind of popular programs. It's really neat because you can build your own kind of program, either if you want to be science-based or engineering-based. We're also one of 5 universities in the entire country that offers astrophysics and atmospheric physics. And we also have options for the accelerated program for some of our science departments as well. We have a bunch of different on-campus housing. So we have your traditional style, which means community style dorms. Down the hall will be your restrooms and showers. We also have suite style, which means 2 rooms are conjoined by a bathroom. And then we do have student apartments on campus as well as off campus. Our off campus apartments are about 2 blocks away, so you can still get to campus pretty easily. And at New Mexico Tech, we offer free laundry to all of our students and free parking. Direct costs, so tuition and fees. Colorado residents do get in-state tuition just by meeting our admission requirements. So you're going to be looking at the first column. Tuition and fees is a little under $8,500. Room and board is a really high number that's calculating in our highest meal plan, as well as an apartment style dorm. So if you get a traditional style dorm with the lowest or middle meal plan, you can cut at least $2,000 off of that cost. So you're looking about $15,000 to $17,000 to attend a nationally ranked science and engineering university. So out-of-state scholarships, like I said, we do have a reciprocity with Colorado. So Colorado students will get in-state tuition by just meeting our admission requirements, which is a 2.5 GPA and a 21. Some important dates: we will be having a virtual open house on November 7th and November 21st. If you are interested, please fill out a contact card or an application, and we'll send you some more details on that. Our scholarship deadline is March 1st, so you have to be admitted to receive that Colorado reciprocity tuition reduction. And then we offer one-on-one virtual visits by email, phone, or Zoom. So if you want to get some more personal questions answered, definitely sign up for that. We also host a information session and a live virtual campus tour every first Friday. So our next one that's coming up is going to be October 2nd. And then any information, please contact me, and thank you all for joining us tonight.
Thank you. Our next institution is St. John's College.
Hi, I'm Allison. I'm the Associate Director of Admissions at St. John's up here in Santa Fe, New Mexico. So we love our Coloradans quite a bit. I'm bummed I'm not seeing you all in person this year, and also driving through your beautiful state with all the fall foliage. It's heartbreaking, but I'm glad you guys could join us at least virtually. So I will try to keep this as short as possible. I could go on about St. John's for a long time. We are really different in so many ways that I'm about to say. So I figured I would just kind of talk person to person with you guys tonight. We're really known as a great books college. I believe we're one of the only liberal arts colleges, or one of just a handful in all of New Mexico. What the great books means is that everything we study and learn is through reading the original writers and thinkers in every field of study. So all of our students do all of the different areas through reading the original writers and thinkers in their own words. So we don't have textbooks telling you what to think. Everything is these original writings, and very much what you have to say about them. So all of our classes, about 16 to 20 students in a class tops, are discussion based. So everyone does literature, philosophy, theology, history, politics, government, music, but also language, math, and science through discussion, which I think is one of the coolest parts about this, are the areas that maybe you're not as familiar doing discussion with. So everything is very much what you have to say about these works. We don't call our professors, even though they are very much PhDs and experts in their fields, we call them tutors, not professors, because we actively ask them not to profess, not to stand at the front of a classroom telling you what to think, but very much being a member of the class right around a wooden table with chalkboards on the wall, everyone having these amazing discussions together. So one of the coolest things to know about St. John's right off the bat is we actually don't ask you to major, which is really crazy. We assume you're going to be interested in more than one thing, or have no idea what you want to do, or know that that very well might change over a couple years at college, or certainly throughout your life. And so this is really an education that we wholeheartedly believe is really important for helping you figure out what you want to do, to invest in your life, to invest in a possible future career. Of course, that is very important to college, but we also really believe in the genuine education of the human being and what it is to be alive, to ask some of the most important questions of humanity. And so basically, all of our education is following the pursuit of knowledge, all of these important questions throughout Western civilization. So we start with the ancient Greeks, the ancient thinkers, and move up towards the modern era. Again, every student reading and discussing in pretty much every field you can imagine. Then how that works in terms of graduation, because astute listeners, you might say, okay, but how do I then go to grad school? How do I go into a career? And actually about 75% more than that probably go into grad schools. They go to the top graduate schools in every field. It actually does not in any way set you back not having a major. We are really known in academia for this approach to education. And so our students place incredibly well for a graduate school. But I think what's more important than that 75 or whatever percent is that students place in their #1 grad school of choice, I think like 90% or something. And so that's actually what we like to talk about most. But again, our graduates go into every possible field you can imagine, from winemaking to philosophy to journalism and politics, because this whole education is very much on the original works of, I think, democracy and the founding of government and all of these things. We have a lot of graduates who go into the political arena, but really you can do everything you can imagine. And I think also importantly, it's very flexible so that later in life you can move towards another career. And I think that's something we don't always talk about when we encourage students to look at particular schools, is that you're actually pretty likely to change your major at least once, and certainly your career at least, I think, 4 times. So this really sets you up well for kind of any field that you're going into. Very importantly, yes, we are part of our awesome New Mexico landscape in the foothills of the Rocky Mountains. A lot of what you guys love about living in Colorado absolutely still exists in New Mexico, maybe even with a little less population density, which is really great. But also we have a whole other campus in Maryland, and that's actually the 3rd oldest college in the United States. And so students can spend time on both. So you can have all of the benefits of being on the East Coast, being closer to DC and New York and all of that, but also the benefits of being out west, and especially in these times, having so much space to think and interact and hike and camp and do all the great things, again, that the Southwest offers. So we have amazing scholarships, amazing, merit scholarships and financial aid and all of that. We just made a lot of recognition in the New York Times about 2 years ago for dropping our tuition by almost $17,000. So we're also very affordable and constantly thinking about other ways we can be more accessible for our students coming in. One last thing, if you are at all interested and you are a rising junior or senior, a really good way to find out about St. John's is to do our summer academy, which is 3 weeks in Santa Fe or 2 in Annapolis. You can choose any one single week. Come try us out, see us in person. But I just really want to encourage you guys that there's so many opportunities to meet and check in with all of us, all of the virtual things going on right now, lots of opportunities. So take advantage of that. So thank you so much.
Great, thank you. Next is the University of New Mexico.
Well, good afternoon, everyone, or good evening, everyone. My name is Amber Rodriguez. I'm a recruiter from the University of New Mexico, and I'll be talking about a little bit of the different programs that we have to offer. So this is my contact information in case you want to reach out to me. You want to take a screenshot of that real quick. So why choose UNM? I mean, there's so much to offer here. We have an array of programs, 200 plus academic programs that we explore. And just like my other colleagues have mentioned, we're about 7 hours south of Colorado. So a lot of the same experience you'll have with the mountains that we have. We do have the Sandia Mountains as our backdrop. The good welcoming thing that might be, because I am a regional rep that lives in Aurora, Colorado, which is a Denver area, is our winters aren't as frigid as they are over there in Colorado. So you'll have the same share of that, a little bit more milder. I mean, we're a world-class educational institution, level 1 research institution, and then you get some professional development that is going to help you get into your career. Like I said, 200 plus programs under different College of Arts and Humanities, health science, science technology, teaching, and then business policy. In the School of Engineering, we have a couple programs. So if your engineering is your thing, we have the rankings right there on the left. We have anything from nuclear engineering to chemical engineering to civil engineering and biomedical engineering. Health science programs, we have nursing, family medicine, pharmacy, master's in nursing, doctorate in nursing, and physician's assistant. Other programs under the Anderson School of Management, we have top rankings as far as the School of Management. School of Law, we have top rankings School of Law as well. And College of Fine Arts, we're really high ranked in photography, in film because Netflix houses a studio right across the street from us. If you want to explore more of the degrees, go ahead and just go to degrees.unm.edu. I mean, find your pack. We do one thing that people get some misconceptions. We are a large institution. We're about 23,000 students. About 19,000 of those are undergraduate. People get lost, but there's so much to offer when you do come here. So there's different places of student resource for you to get involved. And again, scholarships we have to offer. And what I suggest, reach out to our scholarships website, and we got some information on that. Also on the bottom right, we have a link for financial aid for you guys to fill out your financial aid. We could help you out with that. Remember the date is coming up on October 1st for all you high school seniors to go ahead and apply for that. The sooner the better, because state funding does run out. As far as just like other colleagues, we do have non-resident scholarships. So we have anywhere from the Regents to Amigos Scholarship, specifically from students from Colorado. We have the Colorado Reciprocal. So as long as you have a 3.0 GPA and then have because of the COVID-19 right now, we are a test optional institution. So as long as you submit your application and have that the GPA, then we'll be able to give you that Colorado Reciprocal as well. We also have the WUI and then the Lobo Aim to Achieve, which basically means if you come in the freshman year and you finish in 4 years, we could actually pay for your last semester at UNM. For more information, you just go to scholarships@unm.edu. Like I was saying earlier, how to qualify. All you guys would be classified as non-resident. However, because of the Colorado Reciprocal, your non-resident tuition again would go from $24,500 and it'd go down to $8,800 with tuition and fees. So it's very appropriately priced for all your students come from Colorado. In addition to that, especially for those students who want to go for a master's and a PhD or a professional program degree, this is definitely the place for you to get it because we have a lot of scholarships. Non-residents, you can qualify from anywhere from $16,600 to $13,000 for annually to get that tuition through the Amigo Reciprocal, the WUI Louis Plus, and then WUI Louis Scholarship. You want to apply? Freshmen, just go online. $25 federal application fee. Like I said, this semester's this year's test optional. However, if you are taking the test, go ahead and take that test because you'll be able to qualify for some additional scholarships, international scholarships with the university. We also stack scholarships as well. So just send us your high school transcripts and then call any college transcripts that you're taking classes at any community college. or university that's sponsoring your classes, send those our way. Just send them to apply.unm.edu. If you're a transfer student, kind of the same. Just send your transcripts from your college that you've taken, and then we'll be able to assist you with that. Finally, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Again, I'm in the Colorado area. I'm in Denver metro area. Unfortunately, right now, because of COVID-19, we're just doing virtual sessions. But once we come on live, I'll be definitely willing to visit with you guys. So come visit me and come visit us at UNM. Take a screenshot of that if you have any questions. Feel free to reach out to me, and thank you for being here this evening.
Thank you. Next institution is Universal Technical Institute.
Hang on here. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I had a thing said the host hasn't let me have my video. Hi, my name is Dave Vogt, and I'm the admissions rep for Universal Technical Institute out of Avondale, Arizona. And my partner is online with me as well, Brian Labovitz. He basically handles the eastern slope of Colorado. I mean, yeah, east of the Continental Divide, and I handle the western slope. We are the largest transportation college in the country. And we graduate more students into the transportation industry than any other college in the country. And what I mean by that is we focus just on automotive, motorcycle, NASCAR, marine, collision repair, diesel, CNC machining, and welding. We have 12 campuses across the country. Our students primarily go to the Arizona campus, but if you wanted to go somewhere else in the country to one of our other campuses, we can certainly assist you with that. And what is going on here? Our programs look like this. Our automotive program is 51 weeks in length, followed by student selected electives, Ford, Toyota, GM, Mopar, Nissan. This is where you actually get factory credentials right out of school. You're able to go out into the industry, start your career doing warranty work and making, what I like to say, grown-up money out there in the industry, doing something you love. We also have BMW, Mercedes, Porsche, and Volvo. This is where you get selected, and actually these manufacturers will take you in under their wing and pay for your instruction to finish up your school there. Our diesel program is just under 45 weeks. We cover Daimler trucks finish first, Detroit engines, Freightliner engines, and Cummins. Peterbilt is a manufacturer where they will see how you're doing, and if they like what they see, they'll actually bring you under their wing and take care of you with paying for the rest of your school there. NASCAR, we're the only NASCAR sponsored college in the country. And I learned a special fact just before this came on. Every NASCAR team in the country has a UTI rep on it. So that's pretty special to us. It's a 48-week program. You do anything from the engine side of the house to being in the pit crews, working on that. NASCAR technology, Ford, Mopar, and Nissan at that particular campus. Our collision repairs, 51 weeks. This is really something that's unique in the fact that I find a lot of students that have an interest in art. They're not sure which direction they want to go. Very attention to detail oriented. They get into the custom painting and so on with repairing vehicles, as well as the welding and blending of all the special materials that go on in the vehicles out there. Our welding programs, 36 weeks in length. They're going to learn how to weld regular steel, stainless steel, and aluminum all the way up to 6-inch pipe. Great program, 9 months long, all AWS welding curriculum going through that. CNC machining, computerized numeric controlled machining, 36 weeks. This is a special program in the production side, and it's actually coming back quite swiftly in the country. All your artificial joints out there are made with this. All knees, hips, and so on are made on CNC machines, as well as all the race motors and everything out there is also CNC machines. So it's a very special career, specialized, that you can get into. Motorcycle and power sports, 42 weeks in length. We cover BMW, Harley Davidson, Honda, Kawasaki, Suzuki. great program. It's a lot of fun, and the students that get into it really, really enjoy it. We also have Marine. That includes all the major manufacturers: Honda, Mercury, Suzuki, Yamaha, Volvo, Penta. It's 51 weeks, and it's down in beautiful sunny Orlando. That's where that campus is actually located. I have a little quick video I'd like to share with you after this one. This is what really makes us special. We train over 35 manufacturers train under the roof of UTI, meaning that you can get the factory credentials while you're in school and start your career with these manufacturers when you graduate school from UTI.
Hey Dave, before you start the video, if I can share real quickly, a couple things about our curriculum. Many of our campuses are STEM. They're considered STEM curriculum, so we do offer associate's degrees in less than a year without taking academic classes. And as Dave refers to a lot of these industry relationships, we're responsible for helping students with their professional development as well as placement, not just as they leave school or during school, but as they graduate and beyond in their careers. So it's really kind of a full service process our students get, where everything they're learning is going to be relevant to things that they're interested in. So just wanted to share that real quick. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks, Brian.
We're for success of the hands-on heroes, the mechanical geniuses, the fixers of broken things, the ones who make what goes wrong right. Because without them, the world literally stops moving. Yes, we're for their success, which is why we've partnered with leading automotive, diesel, motorcycle, collision repair, marine, CNC, and welding companies to create state-of-the-industry facilities throughout the nation, and to ensure our students learn the technical and professional skills they need in the way they learn best, hands-on. Are you one of these hands-on heroes? We have a variety of programs to choose from. In Universal Technical Institute's Automotive Technology program, you can learn how to diagnose, maintain, and repair domestic and foreign automobiles. You'll find out how to troubleshoot problems of all kinds using engine analyzers, handheld scanners, and other computerized diagnostic equipment. After completing UTI's Diesel Technology program, you'll be prepared to work on everything from big trucks and corporate fleets to farm equipment and more. You'll start with basic diesel engines and work hands-on through all major areas like transmissions, fuel systems, air brakes, chassis, climate control, and preventive maintenance. In the collision repair program, you can learn about welding, frame alignment, mechanical and electrical repair, custom paint and body applications, and factory painting. In the new welding program, you can prepare for a career making sparks fly, cutting, shaping, fusing, and repairing everything from buildings and bridges to pipelines, power plants, vehicles, and even aircraft. You can even choose the NASCAR Technology program in Mooresville, North Carolina, where you can learn things like engines, fabrication, welding, aerodynamics, and pit crew. In the new CNC machining program, you'll get the skills you need to drill, mill, grind, route, and cut parts with laser precision. For everything from high-performance engines and medical equipment to aircraft components and industrial applications. At Motorcycle Mechanics Institute, you can learn how to work on everything from street bikes and dirt bikes to racing bikes to the hottest Harleys on the road. At Marine Mechanics Institute, you can...
Okay, thank you so much. Our next institution is the University of Arizona.
Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Lillian Dotran. I'm the Pacific Northwest Region Recruiter from the University of Arizona. So I'm actually based in Seattle, Washington, but I will have my contact information towards the end, just in case you have questions later, or if you wanted to schedule a one-on-one meeting. The University of Arizona was founded in 1885. We were the first university in the state of Arizona, so we were founded before Arizona was even a state. It was just a territory at the time. So we're about 2 hours south of Phoenix. And we have grown from one building to 1 whole square mile. So we're a pretty large campus, but we're not too large. We also have grown in numbers. We have 45,000 students total at the University of Arizona. So we are definitely considered a large public university, but that's with everyone. Our undergraduate population is about 35,000 students. So our first year population is usually about 8,000 students. Although we're a large school, we're still committed in providing students with the individualized classroom setting. So our professors do have office hours. Our average class size is 20 to 29. So your math classes, your lab sciences, your English courses, and your world language are all classroom based. Although you do have some lecture halls, but those classes still break out into smaller sessions. So you can have group discussions with graduate students and research assistants, or you can do group project with your classmates. So you're still getting that feel of a smaller classroom. Our student to faculty ratio is 15 to 1, but some colleges within our university is actually smaller. Our College of Fine Arts is actually 9 to 1. So it really depends on the major that you're interested in. And once you start your program, you're all in the classroom as well. So you won't have any lecture halls. We have classes in business that max out at 30 to 35. Some classes in education even are as big as 15 students. Our mining engineering, we have one class that's only with 3 students. We have over 20 colleges at the University of Arizona, including our graduate college, our honors college, which is our honors program. There is a separate application process for the honors college. We have Eller College of Management, which is our business school. It is ranked top 10 in the nation. So I'll just kind of go over some of our most popular majors or some programs that we're known for. Our College of Fine Arts, that's where we have our dance program and our musical theater program. Our dance program is actually ranked with Juilliard, so it's a very well-known and also a very competitive program. We also have architecture. That is our only 5-year program. For the most part, students can finish and graduate within that 4 years. Even if they decide to double major or add in minors, architecture will be 5 years, but students do not have to further their education once they complete that program. We have a medical school, so students can do that pre-med option, which is mainly biology and chemistry, or be part of the College of Medicine and major in physiology. And that way they can be on track for medical school. We do have a medical school at the University of Arizona, so students can get that academic with our advising appointment, make an advising appointment with our pre-health advisors, and then they can kind of go from there. We also have the A Center for students that don't know what they want to major in or are undecided. And lastly, our engineering program. We have 15 different engineering majors. Mechanical, electrical, civil, and aerospace are the most popular. We are the only AAU member in Arizona, so we are the Association of American Universities. AAU comprises of 65 colleges where we provide students with research opportunities and opportunities to do undergraduate research. We have a lot of different types of research. We are involved in research with NASA. So OSIRIS-REx is the biggest one that we are involved with right now. We've been involved in every single NASA mission because we are known for astronomy and astrophysics. We also are in the desert, so we have done research in developing water conservation programs, and we've also done research in enhancing education in K-12 schools. We have a lot of clubs and organizations that students can join. 70% of our student population are involved in clubs and organizations. We have clubs based around majors and just programs. We have political-based, religious-based, and academic-based, and also sororities and fraternities, so students can be involved in Greek life. We also have 8 cultural centers at the University of Arizona, so students can find a place where we work towards enriching the cultures and experience on campus for all students. We have 23 dorms at the University of Arizona. Students are not required to live on campus. It is optional, but it is highly recommended just because it's very convenient and students know where everything is. And this is our application process. It's pretty simple. You just submit your application on Common App Coalition or the University of Arizona app. And then we are test optional for merit scholarships and for the Honors College this year. So if you're a senior, you actually do not have to send any test scores. And this is our merit chart. And this is my contact information if you ever want to contact me.
Great, thank you so much. At this time, if anybody has any questions, please feel free to use the Q&A button, and feel free to continue to ask the panelists any questions that you have. I will leave this time open for them to be able to answer any last minute questions. They're here to answer the questions that you have. So there's no wrong question, or just feel free to connect with them. As we wait for the representatives to answer your questions, I will just provide you with some information that will be important to you as you continue on attending these sessions. So once we close this window, there will be a link to a very quick 4-question survey. We'd appreciate any feedback you can provide. And also, this was just one of many sessions being hosted, so be sure to sign up for additional sessions. In about a week, you'll be able to find the sessions recording, as well as all the other sessions that you attended in the same website or the same place where you registered. Again, the representatives are just answering those last minute questions, so please feel free. We still have a couple more minutes. Please feel free to answer the questions that you may have. I know there's a question that's asked, are any colleges allowed to have in-person tours? Does any school want to answer that?
Yeah, if there's an interest in checking out our programs, we do live tours on now Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays. They are limited to the size of the groups, and we do ask that they're done by appointment only so that we can make sure we're keeping distance from our students and faculty.
And I just wanted to say that for any schools that are not hosting them, a lot of us have really great virtual tours. So definitely go to every school's website, check out all the resources, but especially virtual events, one-on-one with admissions counselors, and also virtual tours. We're all quickly amping up all of our things that we have online. So definitely check those out as well.
Okay. Feel free to just ask any last minute questions. They're finishing answering. Yeah, question was on how do we access the recorded videos. The same website that you use to register for this session. So you can go to StriveScan or within the ACAC affiliate that you signed up through. So if you are having troubles finding the recordings, just go directly to StriveScan, and the recordings will be uploaded within a week from when the session was recorded. So great. Well, again, thank you so much, and make sure you complete the survey. Thank you to our panelists. Have a great day.